Hey everyone. So, remember that time when I said that I was gonna stop doing heavy squats? Yeah, I kind of lied about that one. I only, when I did the deadlifts yesterday, 225 for 10 reps, I was really feeling myself. So, today I decided I was gonna do squats, 225 for 10 reps. I actually did 3 sets of them. And that pretty much took all the energy out of me. I tried to do some Nordic curls as well. You'll see how well they went. My hamstrings are very weak, so you can see how that went. And then after that, I did some of the leg raises, side plank leg raises. Anyway, the squats were really nice, honestly, but I did the banded distractions, and trying to reset my hips. I didn't record myself doing any of those, but it felt bad. My left hip really hurt while I was doing them, but you gotta do what you gotta do. This is 185. Oh, yeah, this is 185. My form on these squats are pretty great, but I feel like I should change up the camera angle. That way I can see myself from the back or front on. Because when I'm doing them, I really feel like I'm having more weight on one side than the other, which is probably why my hips hurt so much while I'm doing them. It probably has to do a little bit with the fact that my hips already hurt, so I'm putting more weight on one leg than the other. But the most frustrating thing about this is that I actually don't know which leg is stronger than the other. I feel like my left leg is stronger than my right leg, but I'm not 100% sure. It could be the other way around, and I just wouldn't know. Anyway, this is my first set I did with 225. The fact that yesterday I was able to do deadlifts for 225, and I felt really good about it, I was like, okay, let's just go. Let's just do it with the squats. And my form looks really good. I'm getting good depth. That's never been a problem. My ankle mobility is good. My hip mobility is good enough that I'm able to squat with really good depth. If you pause it at any point at the bottom of the rep, you can see that my hip crest is below my knee. So these are all power lift squats. They're all good, but it is just in the long term, this is not good for my hip. The joint pain versus the quad pain, the quad muscle pain versus the hip joint pain, the bones and connective tissue. It's the limiting factor. The connective tissue is my limiting factor when I'm doing these squats. You can see my awkward limp when I go back to the camera. And at a certain point, it's oh, what am I really exercising? Am I exercising my quads or am I exercising my connective tissue? Because one is a limiting factor as opposed to the other. Of course, it hurts my quads still. I'm exercising and I'm, doing that little awkward limp penguin waddle back to the camera. But it's the connective tissue that is my limiting factor. So what am I really exercising? Anyway, it's a little frustrating, the fact that I'm not able to get better, feel healthier, but that's what happens when you squat every day. And yesterday I said I was gonna stop squatting heavy, at least for a week or two, but I just love it. I really do love the squat. It's my favorite lift, and I just couldn't help myself. I knew it was bad for me, and I did it anyway. I did 3 sets of these with 225, and add on the other sets leading up to it as well. I just couldn't help myself. I'm just an addict. God. But, at least these are pretty good squats. I will also say that I feel like the barbell was twisting and turning a little bit. A little bit to my right side. When I was doing them, I felt like I was turning a little bit, which also indicates was it like a weakness on one side? If I'm like not able to bring the barbell back and like I'm turning a little bit, it means that one leg is stronger than the other. And that's why I think that it's my left leg as opposed to my right leg that's stronger. The fact that I'm like squatting and I turn a little bit to the right side, I think it's because my one leg is stronger than the other. All right, so this is the Nordic curl. I saw someone do this online, so I finally figured out a way to do a Nordic curl. But yeah, it did not go great. I'm only able to bring myself down maybe 40, 60 degrees out of the 180 degrees total. So I only go down as much as I can. And then at the bottom, I catch myself and I only push myself up a little bit. And I curl myself the rest of the way. But definitely an eye-opener how weak my hamstrings are. But now that I figured out this way of doing a Nordic curl, it's definitely going to get myself a lot better at training my hamstrings. It's not ideal. I wish that the barbell would be a little bit closer to the ground. That way I can get a better range of motion. But yeah, I try to push myself as little as possible. At the bottom there, I'm really trying to not help myself that much. That way I'm still able to do a little bit of the curl, the concentric versus I don't know if that's eccentric. I think that's eccentric. The way down is eccentric and then the way up is concentric. Yeah, I'm just trying to get myself the lightest push possible and not, cramp up and die. But I mean, it's definitely a good eye opener. I'm really happy that I learned how to do a Nordic curl without a spotter and someone holding my feet down. So, it is good. Definitely an eye opener. My hamstrings are probably going to feel it in the morning tomorrow. And then here we go. The side plank leg lift. Probably the third or fourth time I've done these now. And they really haven't gotten a lot easier. Also, my hip pain, it's definitely contributing to how difficult it is, especially when I'm on the other side. My left side is where I feel the hip pain. So when I was doing these, you can see right there, I have to bring myself down, and I think I bring myself down a couple more times. Yeah, as you can see. But I'm struggling with these because my left leg is pushing down, trying to keep my torso stable. And it's just in so much pain because of the impingement that I just, I can't do it. But anyway, finished it anyway. But yeah, in some senses, I mean, that's probably why my left hip hurts and why it's making my glute medius on my left side weaker than my right side. But yeah, these muscle imbalances, I probably should have just focused more on those, doing one-legged squats as opposed to just doing 225 for 10 reps. But, that's what a smart lifter would do, and I'm not a smart lifter. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of all I really had going on. It was a okay session, I've definitely had better leg days. But yeah, that's kind of all I really got going on. That's all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be, just spoiler alert, tomorrow's not going to be great. I got some stuff going on. Bad Bunny concert. So, not going to have some time to train. Anyway, that's all. Bye.